This video is brought to you by CatBeast.com. Design your own custom snapbacks and hats.
Whoa, hold on.
You didn't see it?
He was on his African shit.
He was like,
he wasn't even.
in the morning.
Was it good?
No. That's how it went.
Before we get into the convo, make sure you check us out on Patreon, patreon.com/DaddyHipHop. Link will be in the description. Also head over to daddyhiphop.com, click the merch tab. We got merchandise, t-shirts on there as well. Mike has a shop open too, so I'll let him give you the link, and we'll have that link in the description too.
Shop.spreadshirt.com/Mike C-Town. Got these nice tees. Got some other tees too. Got the C-Town original. That's only gonna be up for a limited time, so make sure you grab that shit up. But all you music geeks, go check my shop out, man. I really appreciate the support of everyone that's bought one so far. DJs, get at me, man. This shit should speak to y'all, unless you're one of those motherfucking C DJs that doesn't know about real mixing and scratching. Yeah, shade. If you're a real DJ,
buttons and shit.
Get at me. I would love to maybe throw you a free shirt to get you to wear this on the gram or whatever it is that y'all do. But yeah, man, if you really love music and you're about this record collector life,
I'll let your boy. Alright, yeah, man, we just gonna talk about the Double XL, but not in the sense of the actual list. We're gonna mention the artists that are on the list, of course, but over the last couple of years, we haven't talked about the Double XL freshman list in a while, right? What, since 2013 or 14?
I thought they stopped doing it.
No, unfortunately they haven't, but that's when we're gonna actually have that discussion on whether they should continue to put out this list. But real quick, B, can you give a rundown of the artists that are on the freshman cover list for this year?
Kodak Black.
Oh gosh, the one
That's your boy, Mike.
We
that
had
ain't my fucking boy. Kodak Whack.
He better than Biggie and Tupac.
Denzel Curry.
That's your boy, Rob.
Got Anderson .Paak. Got Little Dicky. Who the hell is that?
He sucks.
Why?
We got
Little Dicky
Professional rapper.
Bruh.
We got Little Uzi.
No.
Dave East.
Oh, he's dope.
That's your boy.
He's dope.
21 Savage. Lil Yachty.
He was on a Chance
cool.
joint, right?
And G Herbo. Is that wrong?
No, that is absolutely
H-E-R-B-O.
correct.
Herbo.
I've never heard of him. What was his name before? Rap,
He
you
changed
know
from
him.
Lil Herb
He changed
to
his
Lil
name.
Oh, okay.
He changed his name to G Herbo.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Alright, so I already know who he is then.
Didn't he make the list as Little Herb before?
Yes, he did.
So he
So
made
if
it
it's
twice?
the same dude, then that's not fair. That's cheating.
Nah, that is cheap.
And then
Double XL probably don't know.
They probably don't. They don't research shit.
No.
and then last, probably definitely not least is Future. I mean, not Future. I'm sorry.
See that? Hold on.
You didn't see it?
We just listened to a couple of freestyles from these guys, and I don't know, man, like, it's disturbing that, these are the guys that Double XL would pick. And it's gotten to the point where, like, I remember when Jay from Runaway Jukebox, he sent me the fucking cover, and I looked at it because I don't care about this thing. And I looked at it, I was like, they need to stop. Like, they need to just stop with this cover. And it's like, it makes me wonder, like, are they serious in this, or are they really doing this to troll people?
But what's wrong though? Like, if this is what's hot, this is what's hot. It's not like they're coming out saying, hey, these are the 12 best MCs in the game. Like, people
But
like
wasn't
this
that the premise behind it before?
No, I don't think they ever came positive.
It was always about who's
was like, who's
next.
Yeah.
Like who's kind of hot now, who's gonna take over rap. In their opinion.
Hip-hop is
Yeah,
hot.
in their opinion. So
Is it even their opinion?
I think so.
It seems more like they're just looking at what's hot in the
I think
game right
that's
now.
what it is.
Like you think internet.
I don't think they're even trying to curate guys that they think could bubble up to the top. They're picking whoever's popping right now, whether they're good or bad, and putting them on the cover.
Well, I think then they're doing hip hop a disservice by doing that.
Are they?
Why not?
Why are they? This is what people like.
But where's your integrity as a publication then?
How is that a lack of integrity though? From what I understand, the only thing they've ever said is this is the next group of rappers that are the next hot group. they're not coming out saying, hey, these are the rappers that are changing the game and they're dope MCs. I don't think they've ever said that. It's just, if you look at where the game is going, unfortunately, this is where the game is going. These dudes are hot.
When we think about the guys that were on the cover back in the day, you know, the Kendricks and all those guys, you know, I was also thinking like maybe that was like where hip hop was then, and this is a reflection of hip hop now. You know, and if it is, we have plenty of dope artists that are out there, but you know, I'm thinking about the dark ages when 2006, you know, around that time when hip hop was just bad. That whole era around that time where just everything was coming out, the Laffy Taffy and all the D4L and Crime Op and all this stuff. You know, great. Look, hey, popular singles, popping everywhere, extremely popular, which is symbolic of what we have now. Panda.
He was trying to pass it.
He can take it.
You can take it. So is that where we are? And if it is, like, I don't know, man. I'm at the like Miyaki.
I feel you, man. It's a scary time.
Yeah, it is. It's frightening. Winter is coming. Winter is coming, bro.
I disagree because you said it. You already said it.
On the cover, Ralph.
I understand people on the cover.
But that's
I understand that.
On the cover,
No. I understand all that, Ken. I understand all that. But you also, before you went into what you went into, you also stated that there's a lot of great hip hop artists out too, and I still think that they have a voice. So I don't think that like all of these others are overtaking them. I just think they're part of the conversation.
They've already been on the cover. Chance is already on the cover. Wasn't Vic Mensa?
I'm sure.
And Vince Staples?
I believe.
Ben Staples
I
on the
think
cover.
we're already on the cover. It's like there's no hot young rappers that are coming out that we would like that have not already been on the cover.
Davies. I think he's the one person.
I'm saying they have not been on the cover.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
like
They've been there, done that.
Right.
You know, it almost feels like every year that this cover drops, and you know, like I said, we haven't talked about it because there hasn't really been much to talk about. The only reason I really want to talk about it is like I just feel like they just need to stop. I feel like it carries no weight behind it anymore. Like it's tired, it's old. Only thing that happens now is they put these guys on the cover and people just openly complain about it. It's almost like they're deliberately trolling for attention.
But it's their thing now. You know what I'm saying? Why go away from something that you pretty much cemented? Like everybody knows
Because they know they're
year.
going to be talked about.
You know what I mean? Like why would you do that as a publication?
Like
Even if it's only in a negative way from people that are our audience.
Right.
Like the only things that are tired and old are us. The list isn't.
there's some young guys that are saying the same thing.
But there are people that would fall in line with people that have the same mentality as us. I think that the people that make up the primary hip hop audience these days, they're cool with this list because that's the shit they listen to.
Yeah, Kodak Black, this
Y'all
on
really,
there.
now people are really like
Lil
caking
Dicky, people love that
They hype.
bullshit.
for Kodak Black. They love some Kodak
That's what I'm
Black.
saying.
They love all this bullshit.
Designer. They really
They
love
love
that.
Designer.
Well, maybe it's just the people I follow, I guess.
I
Or
think
things
it
that I
is.
see is just people like mocking this guy, thinking he's a joke.
Of course, you're gonna surround your social media with like-minded people,
I feel that.
right? So when you kind of take yourself out of your own social circle,
Right.
Yo,
Which I try to do.
no, I feel you. I'm not saying that you don't, but I'm just saying Designer is pegged like that next big guy out of New York, yo. Like he's supposed to be the guy.
And they're not that off with that. Designer will be a big artist.
But and see,
No, Designer has a
think
shelf
so.
life.
Dude,
No.
I think so.
he does have a shelf life, but Rod's still right. He'll be the next big artist, but he won't be the next. Think about this. These lists, that's why they come out every single year. Because these dudes have a shelf life. You're right. They come out, they drop a project. Where the fuck is
Fred the Godson?
Fred the Godson?
Where's Fred the Godson?
Where is Mickey Fax? Where are these dudes at? Like
Only
very
a
few
select
people stick
few.
around.
Exactly.
Else there would not be a list every year.
It's like a draft, Ken. You know what I'm saying? We cover this on Data Sports. You know what I'm saying? Like over half of the people drafted in the first round don't make it. That's kind of like this list. It's only gonna be 2 or 3 people that are gonna stick around and are actually gonna have some staying power in hip hop. But a lot of these guys for the next year, maybe 3, their name is gonna be floated out there. They might have a hot single or 2, and then something's gonna happen, and then they're gonna go away, and then they fizzle out.
Yeah, and they do the same thing every year. They throw like some type of underground like pop and do like with Denzel Curry and then yeah, you know, they always do that. It's the same format, man. And it's like you said, 1 or 2 people that's actually gonna like blow.
It's funny, and some of the people that are on the list have already blown.
Keenan ain't feeling that shit.
You know, like I said, dude, what you say?
Keenan ain't feeling that shit. Look at it.
You guys. No, and I'm not disagreeing. Yeah, you guys are spot. Yeah, and Anderson .Paak has been around for a house.
And he's not even a rapper.
Right.
But he's still on the XXL.
And good point. And didn't they have a singer last year too?
They did. They did.
August Alsina and
it's like they're trying to take advantage of the popularity of whoever it is. So now you're taking Anderson .Paak because he's extremely popular, and like you say, he's not even a freaking rapper. And then August Alsina last year. You know, it's like you guys are trying to take advantage of what's popular right now just to give some type of validity to your cover.
What have they ever done? That's different than what you just said. XXL does what XXL does, man. I'm not gonna hate on it. I don't give a fuck about these lists, but if kids do, cool.
XXL pull out the voting poll for it. People go crazy and just started voting. They be voting, trying to vote their favorite artists in, so they love this type of stuff.
You know what this is? This is a Dead End Hip Hop review magnified. Like, when they see their favorite artist on a XXL cover, they feel validated in liking that artist. So they jump up and down. They, oh my God, they like Lil Dicky too. So I'm correct in liking Lil Dicky's fucking bullshit, garbage, shitty fucking music. That's what they think.
And
maybe not with all those expletives, but
is it wrong to give these artists some sort of?
But I think that's the thing. They don't need the exposure. Like Mike said, these guys are already out there and popping. They don't
need the exposure. You're right.
Right. They're not putting anybody on. They're taking advantage of who's already on to make themselves look relevant.
Yeah, he's right.
You know, and that's why I think it's got to the point where it's
so you think they're benefiting more than the artist?
Yes, absolutely.
Because they know that like formal magazines like that are not what's interesting. It's the internet. The internet is what's fueling music. So they're just, like you said, they're just taking advantage.
And just think about every one of those artists on the list's fan base, at least some of the bigger ones. Anderson's fan base is huge. Huge. Designer's fan base now is huge. Dave East has a pretty sizable fan base. A lot of these guys on this list already have sizable fan bases. This is not necessarily propelling them to the next chapter of their career or creating even more buzz. These guys already have created buzz. I don't think this adds to anybody. Yeah, exactly. All of these guys already have buzz. I don't think this is adding to any one of these artists, which again begs the question, why do you continue to put out these lists? They're helping themselves, obviously. I guess that's the consensus, right?
And they're just basically coming out saying, you made it. Right. It's an award show without the award show.
It's your graduation or whatever.
It's just them saying, hey, you made it.
You know what's funny? I think one of the guys that's on there, is it Lil Uzi Vert or whatever?
Lil Uzi Vert.
Is that, I think, and I think you sent me this beat where he was asked to freestyle. And correct me if I got the artist wrong.
Yep, and he was like, because I think Ebro was playing like a Primo beat or something like that, and he was like, I'm not, you know what? No, I ain't rapping over that old beat. If you play that old beat, I'm not rapping at all. And you know, Ebro like, dude, I'm gonna play the beat. Just rap. He's like, no, I'm not. Look, bro, look at me. I'm a superstar, bro. I'm not rapping over it. He said I'm a superstar, bro. I'm not rapping over them over some old stuff. Some dust, yeah, that's what he said. I'm not no dusty MC or nothing like that. I'm a superstar. So if you play the dusty beat, I'm telling you right now, if you play that dusty beat, I'm not rapping.
Who do you fuck with off the list?
He's getting old too. He just don't know it.
Yeah. No. I know it. I dabble still a little, more than y'all.
But trying to hang on.
I am. That shit going, man. Let me go. I need him 20